Welcome top news today.
President Trump meets with members of Congress in the White House on Wednesday. Mandel NganAFPGetty images. President Trump reiterated his support Wednesday for a Republican plan to revamp the nation's immigration system and threatened to veto any other proposal, just as a bipartisan group of senators said they're on the verge of releasing an alternative plan. In a White House statement, Trump urged the Senate to back the proposal, saying it accomplishes his vision for immigration. At the same time, the president rejected any limited approach that deals only with dreamers and border security. Trump's full-throated endorsement of legislation unveiled this week by a GOP group led by Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Charles E. Grassley-Riowa comes as a group of bipartisan senators worked on a possible solution to the intractable issue that could earn enough support in the closely divided Senate. Senator Joe Manchin 3DW, VA, who has been co-hosting the bipartisan talks with Sen. Susan Collins Armain and about 20 other senators, said that the group should have a proposal ready to introduce by late afternoon. "We'll have something and it'll have quite a few co-sponsors, bipartisan," he said, declining to share other details. Even if the group unveils a long-anticipated proposal, there is no guarantee that it will earn a vote on the Senate floor or the requisite 60 votes needed to advance legislation. And Trump's latest warnings might deter members of both parties anxious about debating such an emotionally fraught issue at the start of an election year. Trump said in his statement that he is asking all senators, in both parties, to support the Grassley bill and to oppose any legislation that fails to fulfill these four pillars. That includes opposing any short-term Band-Aid approach. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell RKY also has backed the GOP plan, and most Republicans appear to be rallying behind the proposal by Grassley and 6 other GOP senators Tuesday. It fulfills Trump's calls to legalize 1.8 million dreamers, immediately authorizes spending at least $25 billion to bolster defenses along the U.S.-Mexico border, makes changes to family-based legal immigration programs and ends a diversity lottery system used by immigrants from smaller countries. Democrats strongly oppose the plan. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Charles E. Grassley-Riowa, with Senator Joni Ernst Riowa, photographed February 12 at the Capitol. Alex Wong-Getty images. Senate Minority Leader Charles E. Schumer DNY said the Grassley plan unfairly targets family-based immigration and that making such broad changes as part of a plan to legalize just a few million people makes no sense. Meanwhile, Trump said he is encouraged by ongoing attempts to build support for a more conservative immigration overhaul plan introduced by House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte RVA. House GOP leaders plan to spend Wednesday whipping potential support for the bill, which is opposed by Democrats and several Republicans because of its aggressive border security policy and changes to family-based immigration. In the Senate, McConnell has said that he wants debate on immigration to wrap up by Friday, when Congress is scheduled to leave for a week-long recess. But members of both parties said the debate is likely to continue well beyond this week. "It's going to take a while. This is a complicated thing," said Senator Marco Rubio RFLA. "Isn't this what people always want, to have a Senate that works and comes up with ideas and has a debate? This is the way the system was designed." Sen. Mike Rounds RSD, who is part of the bipartisan group, said he supports the Grassley plan, but realizes it may not earn sufficient support in the Senate. "We want to make sure if we're able to, if we're not successful in that attempt, to look at other alternatives. We're just trying to cover all the bases," he said. Senator Robert Menendez DNJ warned that the congressional debate was veering too far from the most urgent concern, legalizing the status of dreamers, many of whom are set to lose legal protections when the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program expires next month. "I'm hearing less and less about dreamers and more about spending billions of dollars in taxpayer dollars on building a wall," Menendez said, adding later that issues not directly related to the fate of dreamers are political catnip designed to incite fear.